got their bandanas on. Look at them, they point each other like a mirror.
That's going to be Lewis Moore in about 50 years.
That's it. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at Lewis Moore, present and future.
But Lewis Moore took the pinfall loss to Corey Edsel and Nicholas Richards in that tournament. And we got referee Red Jones, a very experienced ref here in the Carolinas.
It's almost like Lewis Moore's wrestling his father. Look at him, they look just alike. Time machine, that's what we're in. Lewis Moore, present and future.
But George, I know he was very upset with Lewis Moore getting pinned in that tag team tournament, and they had harsh words in the back for each other. I know we had to split them up.
Well, that's exactly what brought this match over tonight. I don't think George South really thinks Lewis Moore is a deserving champion. I mean, don't get me wrong, George South's not the most popular wrestler in this business.
Well, he tried to knock Lewis Moore to him as his tag team partner.
Lewis Moore sucks!
Just because what they tag team partner.
But Lewis Moore is an experienced grappler.
Looks like we're trying to get things started here now.
Lewis Moore tosses his bandana out to the crowd.
I'm surprised they didn't throw it back at him.
I'm surprised as well. But George South, he's about a 40-year pro in this business.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's got to be about 40. He's been around since about 72, I believe.
Quite some time.
Had a big resurgence in the AIWF in the last 6 or 8 months. He's been getting around a lot against different opponents, so his brother's over.
Oh, big arm wringer there.
Nice reversal by Lewis Moore, brings South down to his knees.
I still have to get my George South Made Me Famous t-shirt after, because you can see the George South shoot on YouTube if you can look up George South shoot.
I can see George South shooting on the Hair Club for men. And he'd be very angry about that.
South's got Lewis Moore in a top wrist lock. But George South, I mean, he could be seen for 20 years on television on WTBS and the USA Network.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's another thing. If I was George South, I would just be angry. Simply for the fact that for years, all George South ever done was make superstars out of everybody else in the business.
George South, just got caught in a side headlock.
You know, got to know George South a little bit more in the last few months. I'll tell you one thing about it. That boy likes to eat.
I heard he's tearing
feed those pizza in Asheville.
I was going to say, I heard he's tearing up some pizza there in Asheville.
Oh, he definitely is. He's so nice. Large pizza, he's a happy man.
Oh, Moore to the corner hard. George charges him and misses. Back to the side headlock. I mean, I know George South has some wars with Ricky Morton that we're going to see next.
Yes.
Over the past 20, 30 years, those two have had multiple matches with each other. But man, this is for the Mid-Atlantic title, the top title in the Mid-Atlantic region for the AIWF. If you don't have the world belt and the North American belt, it's the next best thing.
Well, I tell you what, Lewis Moore has held that title literally since the day it was invented. I mean, the Mid-Atlantic title was the merger of the All-Star Fusion and Pure Pro title.
Yes. 3 belts into one. Since I heard Jimmy Love gave the All-Star title to his manservant, Kevin Williams.
Yeah. And God knows what he done with that. Probably hanging in that basement. I'm worried about him in that basement.
And Moore continues to try to wear down George South with that headlock. Referee Red Jones on top of it all.
Yeah, if you like old school wrestling fans, this is definitely what old school wrestling is.
Ain't that the truth?
Just goes to show you what a title the Mid-Atlantic is and what it stands for. It's not about brawling, it's not about fighting, it's about wrestling. This is a good example of it.
Skill. It's all about skill. This right here is going to be a match of wrestling skill.
There South goes, breaking out, missing the clothesline. Flip over for Lewis Moore. Lewis Moore misses the back elbow. Misses the...
Oh my God, George South on a sunset flip.
Is he going to get it though? There he goes. Oh, only one count, I believe. Back to that side headlock.
You don't see a man George South say he's all that old, but do a sunset flip that beautiful.
I was impressed. I was certainly impressed with George South, even attempting a sunset flip.
Yeah, George South.
Very nice.
He's got to be the most agile 48-year-old I've ever seen.
Hey, watch your mouth. I'm agile. You'll see me. You'll see how quick I can get to the bathroom. Like a streak of lightning, baby.
We'll have to film that one day for Mid-Atlantic Television.
Me going to the bathroom?
Hey, you never know.
There is an episode of Mid-Atlantic TV when I was in the shower.
That might fit better on the radio show instead.
I've been in the bathroom during the radio show. I have done that.
Now continues to wear him down with that headlock. Back to that again.
But you know, I have noticed that, you know, Lewis Moore, he's broad with the best, he's high flyer, he's a high flyer.
He's a very...
He can adapt, and what he's doing is he's adapting to George South's
backslide
style.
attempt. He's got it.
Backslide. Two? No.
Yeah, I know. Lewis Moore versus Jersey Kid was the AIWF Match of the Year for 2010.
Well, I tell you what, I have to give Lewis Moore credit because George South is the type of person, you got to wrestle George South's match. You have to.
And he demands that. Every time he gets in the ring, he's going to bring your style down to his style.
Exactly. But now, what Lewis Moore's doing, a lot of people may think, well, you know, they need to be flying all over the ring and throwing kicks and punches. But what Lewis Moore's doing, and I'm not trying to be mean, but a man of George South's age, you cut off circulation of that brain, you start that blood flow down, and you slow him down. I know, I'm that age.
Misses the knee drop.
Oh,
Back to the side headlock again. Referee Red's in there checking. Now this AIWF we might see this defended down in the Southern Wrestling Association down in Forest City pretty soon. I'm hearing.
That would be nice.
That'll be our newest affiliate. Just confirmed today, fans. Oh, big shot.
Lewis Moore with a punch right to the chunk.
But South will kick to the gut and a throat thrust of his own. And he wears that leather glove, fans. I mean, it's for the claw hold, but it gives a little bit extra on those punches. Neck!
And Lewis Moore situates on that. He goes to the cover.
2 count only.
Oh, back right there from Lewis Moore. We saw Drake Tungsten employ that earlier.
You know, Red moves pretty fast for a guy with red hair.
Yeah?
Usually they're kind of late.
They've been honored to referee this match between these two men.
Lewis Moore now got that chin lock on George South, and that's what Lewis Moore's doing. He's working that head and neck area of George South, trying to wear him down, getting him confused, you know, disoriented. When you're disoriented, a pin can come, you know, without you even knowing. It's quick.
The fans are rolling behind George South right now. A lot of places, that's not a common That's what we've seen.
Well, I'm tell you right now, you could be Osama bin Laden, you get there against Lewis Moore, and you'll probably get cheered.
That is true.
Lewis Moore's the most hated man in the AIWF.
I think it's got a lot to do with them shoes he wears when he walks into the building.
I mean, we see Lewis Moore attack security guards, three other wrestlers. He's even attacked myself.
Exactly. Lewis Moore attacked the chair and lost.
We'll have those t-shirts available soon on AIWF Wrestling.net, fans.
Lewis Moore lost to a chair.
And the chair won.
Yeah.
And you see Lewis Moore yelling at the cameraman. I mean, he yells at me plenty at the commentary.
You were the brunt of Lewis Moore's attack not too long
I was in that area. I was, sadly. I do have somebody coming in from Lewis Moore, hopefully.
Well, I'm telling you, Lewis Moore has no respect for authority. He has no respect for his elders. He has no respect for. I don't even think he has respect for the stretch. Oh my God! Yeah.
Down the stretch on George South now.
I think it all comes from Lewis Moore not having a girlfriend.
Frustration.
That's it.
He's
It's
in
just
love with
pent up
himself
frustration.
in the title.
Well, that's true. I guess, if you have that much love for yourself, you don't need a woman.
I mean, I'm sure he sleeps with that Mid-Atlantic belt every night.
I'm sure he does. That's why I don't touch him.
Hip toss by George South there.
Good move by George South. He's over right with Kevin Williams. Choking him now.
Fans are actually cheering for that.
There's that Pelham super fan over there. He's come all the way down to Yanksville to show that wrestling fans just what it's like to be a super fan.
I've seen a lot of familiar faces from Pelham here tonight.
That's one thing about the AIWF. We go from city to city. We're seeing fans all over. They're in different cities, but they know this is the best in wrestling.
That's right. All the way from Mount Airy to Pelham to Asheboro to now Yanksville. I mean, everywhere.
Heck, man, they have to go all the way to the United Kingdom, dude.
Yeah, but right here in this area, these fans know that this right here is where it's at.
George South is listening to the fans. He's getting the strength from them.
I hear whoever wins this match might be heading to Kentucky with the title soon.
Really?
That is the word.
Well, the champion will definitely be headed to title field in 2 weeks.
That's right. Whoever who wins this match is going to have to face it.
Rob
McBride in Thomasville in 2 weeks. And if that is George South, with all the heat that Rob McBride and George South has had, my God, I don't think Thomasville will be able to hold it.
We might see another cage match in Thomasville that night.
George South getting upper hand. He wants to one of the ropes.
This could be an airplane.
Airplane.
Poor Lewis Moore. Poor Lewis Moore.
He's shooting now.
He should have got by Lewis Moore. Lewis Moore for the cover. I think George might have been himself a little too dizzy there.
Yeah. Well, this goes right back to what I was saying earlier. Disoriented. Lewis Moore's been cutting the air supply off of the brain, the blood supply of the brain. He's kept George South disoriented. That's why George South couldn't give it a couple of rounds out of that airplane speed.
Hard shot to the head of South. But you can never count South out, fans.
He's been around a long time.
Now, he's been in there with greats such as Ric Flair. It's even in Ric Flair's book. His favorite opponent was George South.
George South is wrestling the best, so I can understand why anyone would say that.
And don't forget, fans, we got a steel cage match coming up next.
Still to come. That's when all the stops will be broke out.
We have no disqualifications, no countouts, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Jimmy Love in that cage. I'm interested to see what the old school mafia, knowing that they can't get to the gut, what they'll try to do.
I think Georgia set up the haymaker.
Got the wood ants going.
Oh, big.
Down goes Wolfman. Now Kevin Williams up.
Oh, takes a chop of his own.
He almost did it his head for that one.
Lewis Moore getting whipped into the rope. Lewis Moore's going to be feeling this in the morning.
We better not do this one more time.
Give him 3-point stance. Lewis Moore with an elbow of his own. I think it's spinning toe hold.
Moore's going for a figure four.
No, it's spinning toe hold.
But you haven't seen spinning toe hold in quite a while.
That's it,
Ain't
thing.
a foul. George South has given up to Lewis Moore.
To the spinning to those lessons, that's a Terry Funk Amarillo double cross ring.
Yes, it did. Lewis Moore, your winner and still AIWF Mid-Atlantic champion.